Okay, folks, this is something that would have accompanied something I hated heaps about going to school, both primary and high school. Something that really I hated with a passion, but I need it, it's for my future. But I found it really a struggle to keep up with and do it. And I really hated it. So see what we can do to make it look any good. Going to lighten it right up. It's not complete. I got it second hand, but colour of it looks really nice. Okay, let's see what this is. It is supposed to be a 10-piece maths set, but we got here just this stuff. So I'll just take my piece of paper and I'll just show you the pieces of this. We're not going to bother with that pencil, it's nothing. So we're just going to lay these out. So there's most of it's there, but it's still not a complete set. So we've got a couple of compasses. So we've got here, this is basically what we have and what we're going to do. We're going to do something interesting with it. I'm just going to quickly play with the buttons so I don't lose my settings. But basically, yeah, it's a math set. So you've got there compasses and shit. One day I'm going to need to know a lot of math, because one day I'll be making things happen. I'm going to become a CEO of a future photocopier company, and I want to redesign the photocopier to make it better than what it currently is, because photocopiers like this one are pieces of money fucked shit that these people that run the corporations that we know today, like Konica Minolta, basically don't care about how they do it. They do it really badly, and they just care about money only. And you can see it in the workmanship, in the design of the equipment. It's really, really pieces of fucking shit. And these people, like the man of Konica Minolta, Shai Yamana, you get the feeling they just don't care, and they can't make anything decent. So I get really frustrated looking at that shit. I'm actually thinking we might leave the compasses out. We're just going to put them aside. But basically, you just get the feeling that there's no soul, there's no sense of desire to make a difference. And these people are so greedy, and you don't see any new features in these equipments. Oh, sure, they've got some machines where the features have been removed in an effort to make it more user-friendly at places like libraries or self-service photocopying bureaus. But you get the feeling but you don't get anything really new or exciting like you used to. And it's just so blah, fucking blah and boring, the way the industry's gone. And I know for a fact I just get so exasperated. And the equipment doesn't last as long as it should. It doesn't. The spare parts are only available for a relatively short time, and it's essential to have spare parts when you're dealing with technology like this. But people like Shai Yamana just don't give a flying fuck, and you just know it, and they just do what they do, and they do a nasty job of designing equipment. You just get the feeling that they just don't fucking care, and you know it. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. I want to redesign the photocopier so it's good for the planet and it has a positive user experience as well. So the future of photocopiers will be made out of mostly recycled materials. The equipment itself will be made to last 60 years instead of 5 years. The workers are going to get paid a very, very good wage. They're not going to be exploited like in a typical Chinese factory, because it's cheap labour. We all know that if it's made in China, it's cheap. You know, it's cheap. And these poor Chinese people get worked to the bone. And they just they get treated like tripe. You know, they deserve better conditions. But this equipment that I envisage for the future will actually be manufactured. Everything will be done on Australian soil. It'll be fully Australian. Everything. The only thing that won't be Australian are the raw materials that are recycled. Like, I want to clean up the electronic waste dumps of the world, as well as clean them up here in Australia, but I think they're worse over in places like China and India, which are popular dumping grounds. So we've got to make a difference. We've got to make the environment we've got to help the environment and help the human race. Otherwise, we could go extinct. Potentially, we could go extinct. And do we really want to go extinct, all because we wanted to satisfy our passion for more money, more greed, more pollution, more... You know, we've got to fucking look after our planet. We've got to look after the human race. We've got to give fair wages for the workers in the photocopier factory and elsewhere. This place I envisage in the future is going to be a place where we as much as we can, we put humans and environment before profit. Actually, we have to always do that. It's not good enough to do it sometimes or as much. If we know that it's not going to work for the environment or the human race, we're obliged to pull it up and change our plans so that it does favour our planet and it does favour humanity. Because without these considerations, we're fucked. We're screwed. And we can't let profit and greed rule our hearts and our minds and our souls. We need to make a bright future for as much as we can for everyone. We've got to make an effort. People don't make enough effort with these things. I'm actually thinking this colour scheme doesn't look as good. I do think we could do a better colour scheme. But basically, we've got to try our best to do what is right and not screw our planet and screw the human race because of profit margins. We have to lose some profit, but that's okay. For me, that's good, because if it's going to help the human race and the environment, all good. It's all good, folks. But anyway, I think we'll just leave it like that. I think now we can call this demo quits.